desperation, we want to get it fast, and they take advantage of these people that don't really know about the process. Agents out there, I'm not saying people should not do agents, I'm not saying you should not collect money, but when you are doing it, give the person premium services. If I pay for something, maybe if I pay for Netflix, for example, I should be seeing what I paid for. It's not when money will have entered people's hand, hey, I'm busy, I'm this and that, and yet you will just leave the person's application. So, let me not digress. So the person was like, okay, for me to help you know what is going on, you pay so amount. So I just told the person that, please, we will have access to the profile because of what we experienced before. The person was like, no problem, that we can always check our profile anytime, any day. I didn't even know that at this point, that my friend that introduced this agent to us was already receiving his hot from this agent. She saw hell in the hand of this agent. She saw hell. So after like 2-3 weeks, we called him. We said, how far? And he was like, he has gone to check that the friends that work with IRCC got back to him and said the issue with our application is improper documentation. So we told him that, yes, we know that there's something on somewhere and it has got to do with documents. We want to know what is improper about the documentation, because you can't just come and tell me the surface. How do we tackle it? He said he has told us that it's improper documentation, that did they not ask me for ADR? I said that ADR was almost like general. It was generic. What? Okay, they asked us to provide 6 things in the ADRs, right? So which of the documents has issues? Because you just claimed now that your friends or your lawyer friends, according to him, work with IRCC. At least they should be able to tell you that, oh, let's assume now it's proof of fund that is the issue. On so day you did this. At least you will know. We will know. This person was beating about the bush. I said, Oga, you've not told us what is wrong. Because where do you want us to start from? We submitted many documents when we were applying. So which of the documents has issues? He was beating about the bush. The next thing he went ahead to say was that the friend even told him that they last worked on my file, I think August. I said, no. I said I got a mail from IRCC in December, not August, telling me to go and do medicals for my baby. So we didn't hear last from him. He said, really? I said, yes. He said, okay, well, that was what the friend told him. So everything he was saying was not synchronizing. So we were like, we've entered another one chance. And one thing with all these people is when you catch them, they start being defensive and attacking. They will just be like, they will become wild because you've caught them. Then what is it? This and that. It was not up to 2 weeks. C.M.S. came out. You know, C.M.S. is from Canada. So if I'm to believe anything, I will believe the C.M.S. more, because what the agent had told us was not even adding up. It was not adding up at all. When C.M.S. came out, what was delaying the application? They wrote everything out in capital letters. You did not provide this, you did not provide that. The whole mistake started from the previous agent. The agent did not add some things, and they highlighted everything. On so day, you did not provide this, you did not provide this when you were submitting this. That was when I felt very bad. I said, so see what has been keeping our application. 5 things. And my pain again is that they never sent us a mail to provide. They just did not talk about it. That was another thing I was not happy about. Or if you wanted us to provide some documents, you would have told us. We didn't know. We were just trying to insinuate, oh, could it be this? And when we were telling the previous agent, please help us order CBA, we will pay. The person was like, no, don't tamper with the application. I know what I did. So when the thing came out, that was still in 2021. We were like, okay, since this man said he has lawyer friends that work with IRCC, maybe we should address this whole thing, send it to him through mail, and he should help us send it maybe to the IRCC, because that was where he claimed that he works with IRCC, or maybe his friends work with IRCC. That was another mistake we made. Because I don't know, maybe we were thinking we couldn't do it on our own. I think that was another thing that we were thinking. If not, what is there in addressing this? Okay, VO, okay, this is the documents you requested. But we just felt this person said the friends are working with IRCC. This one, maybe if it will take them 1 month to respond to us, maybe it will take 3 days for IRCC to respond to him. We then told this man that C.M.S note came out, see, these are the issues and we've addressed them. He said, okay, that he will help us send the mail to IRCC. That was in 2021. 1 month passed, 2 months passed. There was no feedback. Normally, when you send a mail to IRCC, most times you will get a generic mail, like more like auto reply mail or no reply mail rather. After like 2 weeks, Oga, have you sent the letter? He said yes. I said, but we didn't get any feedback. He said he did. We didn't know that he did not do. How can you just sit down and be toiling with people's emotions? We didn't know this man did not submit. I know some people will be asking me, how did you know that he did not submit? Let me continue the story. So I would send him a message. We've not heard a feedback. Because actually, if you claim that your friends are working with IRCC, automatically we should get a response. After a year, or let me say almost 8 months, they started giving visas to people again, PPRs. When I say PPRs means passport request. So when you get that mail to submit your passport, it's called PPR, or it's called the golden mail. So anytime you hear PPR, it means passport request. So they were sending PPRs to people. I chatted this man. I said, we've not heard anything. He said we should wait that we will hear. I said, oh, you didn't submit? He said, well, he told us before that if we wanted him to go ahead to address the issues, that we will pay. I said, so what happened to the one we paid before? He said he has told us there's improper documentation. This thing pained me to my marrow. Then I asked him, I said, is Canada heaven? Why are you agents making this whole thing look as if it's a place painted with gold? And so with that statement he made, that did he not tell us before that for him to go ahead with the application, we needed to pay? I was like, so the one we paid before, because to me, I wasn't satisfied. You just told me improper documentation. At the end of the day, it was C.M.S that gave me the results or the thing I was looking for. Okay, now, just help us send a mail through you said we needed to pay. So that was when we knew that he didn't submit it. Along the line, we started processing UK. So this time around, no agents. No agents. So me and my husband, we just did it. We got UK visa. So my husband left first in 2022. So throughout 2021, we didn't hear from IRCC. That's like 4 years complete. 2022, January, my husband moved to the UK. In March, I went to join him with the kids. So when I landed UK, after like 4 days, I don't know, I was in the house. My husband had gone to the class. I was moved to like send IRCC mail. So I put my phone, I sent them a compassionate mail that I don't know why my application has delayed this long. This is 4 years plus, nothing like, I just poured out my heart. Lo and behold, guys, I got a response to the mail in less than 24 hours. So what I'm trying to say is that that agent did not submit anything. And from the statement he made that we didn't pay him for the next stage. So it's enough to prove what I was saying. So they responded, and those things they asked in the C.B.S.A notes, whoever responded asked us to provide them, meaning it did not. So when the mail came for us to provide them, my husband had to call this man. Please, did you send them that mail we sent you? He said he did. So you know what my husband said? Normally when you send a mail, you should have them your sent items. Or you should have a thread mail, kind of thread message. So my husband was like, okay, send us the sent message. At least when you go to your email, we have the draft, we have the spam, we have the sent mail. At least you can go to your sent mail, just prove us wrong. Prove us wrong and prove yourself right that yes, you did, right? We told Oga to send us the proof that he sent the mail. After like, 20 minutes, he forwarded the mail. That same mail we sent to him to help us send to IRCC that he claimed that his friends work with. You understand? He sent the mail back exactly the way we forwarded it to him. My husband said, this was what we sent to you. Which one did you send to them? Because according to him then, let us just address it so it will help us add some finishing touches because of the agent that he is. I don't know whether it's agent of darkness now. That will help us put some finishing touches that will make them quickly consider us. In fact, it was so juicy. So when he forwarded it to us, there was no sign that he sent anything. He said he cannot show us what he sent to IRCC, that it is confidential, that they don't tell their clients what they sent to IRCC, that we are not in a position to know what he sent to them. You know, I don't know why someone will be, I don't want to say lie, I don't know why someone will not be telling the truth and you still be saying, putting different ones on top. And the person you are talking to is not a kid. My husband just shook his head. He said this guy did not send anything. But he was being defensive and any small thing was ready to like pick offense and the rest. I told him, I said, you've just scammed us. He said, I should never call him a scammer. I said, then prove yourself right. If somebody is telling you you stole somebody, if somebody is telling you you stole something, if you did not steal it, prove yourself. Now, I told you all the things we ever asked for from you, no one that was done successfully. So let me just chip in my friend's zone. I told you my friend was hearing it hot. Do you know that at some point, because he was also claiming that he was helping the lady to process her own stuff, unknown to the lady that nothing. So along the line, the man logged her out of her profile. I suspected he would do it to us because it was now the level it was going to, it was no longer smooth. I told my husband, I said, with the way this whole thing is going, let's quickly change our password because if this man happens to log us out, we will end up begging, he will end up collecting money because he was the only one that had access to our profile then. So immediately we just changed the password. It was not up to like 1 week. My friend that introduced him to us cried in the middle of the night, called my number, that the agent has changed the password, that we should please help her to beg him. My husband had to start begging this guy in the middle of the night, please. This person became a sadist. I said, thank God though, that we changed our own password. So let me go back to the story, guys. We then responded to IRCC and everything on our own. That thing he was doing as if it was heaven and earth. We sat down, me and my husband, we addressed the concern. We submitted to IRCC. In less than a week, they sent us for medicals. I told my husband, I said, if they send you to go do medicals, I said, it means that PPRs are around the corner. It was not up to 3 weeks, guys. They sent us a mail, the golden mail, PPR mail to send our visa, to send our passports. That was in May. In May. So by then, the application was already like 4 years plus. When we submitted our passports, so after like a month, because we submitted it to London visa office because we're residing in the UK, so that was the closest to us. So after like a month plus or so, our passports came back, and I think my kids' passports were close to expiration. I did that video on this channel that we had name issues, so we quickly wanted to renew my kids' passport so that they can give us a longer time to stay before coming to Canada, but we couldn't renew it, name issue. So we submitted the passport like that because the passport was to expire in September, and then we got PPR in May. Passport came back I think in July. So when the passport came back, they told us to land on or before the day my kids' passports will expire. So that was the period we came to Canada last year. If people watched the vlog, or if you have not watched it, it's on this channel. So we all came to Canada last year just to come and subland because my husband was still schooling, so we sublanded, we did the necessary registrations, and we went back to the UK. I don't know how the agent got to know that we got PPR. I think he called and he was like, I know they gave you guys PPR, or did they not give you people? Or I think they gave, was trying to use question to bring out words from our mouth. I was like, so what was bringing all that? I said, I know they gave you guys PPR and you people did not tell me. Meanwhile, I had changed the password, so there was no way he could even have access. So he was just trying to play one kind of game that I did this process for you guys and you did not acknowledge me. So that kind of babyish game. I said, who is this one trying to play? Password that I changed like say 2 or 3 months when he started, acting funny. He said he checked our profile, he saw that they've given us PPR. I said, we did not even answer him. There was no need. So I learned a lot in this immigration journey. I just summarized this video, guys. You see, this period of waiting, it was a depressing period. Almost 5 years. I learned patience. I think you need to stop being desperate about some things. That is how even the devil gets us. I'm relating it scripturally now. When you want to have this social time, now, this devil usually takes advantage of that situation. Few weeks ago, I was chatting with somebody and the person said she wanted to start this immigration journey. I was like, okay, there are some videos I will recommend to you. Because I know most people will say, oh, this person, she traveled now, she's not talking about immigration. Some of you may not appreciate it. Why some people will appreciate it? If I knew about this immigration, gist or all these things, maybe on YouTube, then there will have been no need to even meet anybody to assist. We were naive, we didn't know. So because I didn't want the person to, experience what we experienced, I was like, okay, I will send you some videos you will watch. The person was like, no, I don't like to watch all these YouTube videos on immigration. I like somebody that will do the real one. Ha! I said, nah, then. These are the kind of people agents used to eat their money. Now they start crying. So what I'm trying to say is that this whole thing, yes, we have wrong agents. We still have good ones. Yes, we have good ones. But then, this thing, you can do it on your own. Some of us are not just patient. We want it sharp, 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 sharp. Go to their site, read everything. You will see that even you can sit down to do it. That's why I bring some immigration gist to you guys, like a kind of simple way that you don't really need someone over there to help you. When I say someone over there, someone in Canada. When I see any immigration route that looks easy, I quickly bring it to my channel that you can, anywhere you are in this world, you can sit down and read about it and start the processing. Ideally, you can do it. But then if you want to use agents, you can also use, but IRCC will always tell you to use a registered agent. But there are some people that can just be like of assistance to you, maybe more like representative. Fine, you can use them. But then don't be too quick to make use of agents. I'm just saying that is why most of my videos I do say it, I'm not an immigration agent, but I can assist you because of it's not easy being in this journey for 5 years. I have known some things about all these things. So I used to assist some of my friends. I'll tell you, it is not my job, but I can assist you. Then if you want to appreciate me from your heart, okay, you can appreciate me, but it is not my job to be an agent. Because if really I want to take this work as an agent, I will give you the best. Otherwise, I won't do it at all. That's what business should be. When I come to meet you for business, even if at the end of the day, it doesn't work out, even if at the end of the day, I don't get the PPR, let it be that I would see reasons with you. I'll say this agent tried. The person tried, just that IRCC did not want to give me the PPR. You let the person know that you are going out of your way. But most of these agents, once you've paid them, they will tell you it's my family first, it's my this, is that. You are toiling with someone's life. Yes, because some people would have saved so much, sold most of their things just because they want to relocate. Then at the end of the day, you start tossing the person about. Some of these agents don't even know this whole thing. They are just trying to capitalize on the fact that they are in Canada and they know much. Some of them don't know, they just want to scam people of their hard-earned money. I think IRCC should start fishing all those fake agents out, all those scammers. So that's all for my immigration story, and I hope you learned one or two things. Although it's a very sad one, it's a sad and interesting one. Sad in the sense that we had to go through a lot, and interesting in the sense that at the end of the day we got our PPR. So, but whatever it is, there's always something to learn from every story. So please don't fall victim. There are very many out there, especially with the way the economy is now. Inflation is everywhere, so they are trying to like scam people of their hard-earned money. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you all